There are 1,000,001 reviews on every single lens that you can buy online. Let's say it's a 35 to 50, an 85, a 70 to 200, a 24 to 70, a 100 to 400. Let's change it up a bit, okay? We're getting a little bored. Everyone wants to know how they're gonna make their work stand out from the rest. Of course, there's different types of lighting, composition, different angles, different location models. You've heard it all before, okay? But what if I could offer you something different? What if I could offer you a piece of gear that is going to change the way you look at your photos forever, okay? If you've been following me on my channel for a while, you may have already heard me talk about this, but we're gonna shoot with it today. We're gonna do an entire shoot with it today, and that is a LENSBABY, a 35mm tilt shift lens. Yes, you could make this effect in Photoshop, but it's a lot cooler if you do it on set. LENSBABY genuinely makes some of the most unique looking lenses out there, and they're not even sponsoring this video. That would be Canva. I just genuinely love these little lenses.
I don't know about you, but I am getting sick and tired of all this megapixel sharpness, resolution talk. We get it, your camera takes high quality images, so what? The true reason why I love the look and feel of LENSBABY lenses is that they are the enemy of perfection, an ally of the unusual, and an advocate for the unique. No, seriously, it says all of this on their site. So what are LENSBABY lenses? They're a collection of lenses that all have a unique effect to them. I have the Sweet 35, which combines a tack-sharp focal point with perfect blurry sweetness, pun intended, around the edges of your subject. The coolest part about this lens is how it works, and as you can see, the lens itself can be shifted and moved into different positions, which essentially changes the focal point of the lens. In this case, I want my subject perfectly in the center of the frame, so I'll keep the lens straight. You'll notice that any area outside my focal point is pretty soft and has this dreamy bokeh effect, and that is exactly what we're going for.
So a really good tip on getting everything in focus is I have it a little bit tight but a little bit loose so I can move this around like still freely, but it doesn't completely like fall down. And then get your focus on the closest point to you no matter where it is in the frame. So if I'm trying to find Michaela's eyes, but right now I'm noticing it's only on her shoulder because the tilt shift is down here, just get your focus and then just move it afterwards, and you'll notice because your focus peaking is on when it hits like her nose or her eyes, and then you'll know that that area of the frame is in focus. It's a learning process. A few things to keep in mind when shooting with a LENSBABY. It is manual focus only. So yes, that's gonna slow you down a little bit on set, but practice makes perfect. One big thing that is going to really help you out is if you turn focus peaking on in your camera. And honestly, Michaela and I have not really had an issue with it, and you're just not getting trigger happy. So another bonus is when you get into editing a little later on, you'll notice you don't have thousands of photos to edit. You'll be very decisive with each photo that you take.
There's a bit of a learning curve with this lens, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually so much fun to use. I find that because the tactile lens using Experience is different than what you might be used to, my creativity also tends to spike. I'm constantly thinking of wacky and unique compositions to frame my subject around, and that's the exact reason why I love this lens.
This video was made possible by the lovely people over at Canva. I've actually used Canva for quite some time, even before they reached out to me to partner on this video. I originally used Canva to make some of my YouTube thumbnails, and since then they've developed tons more features. If you're not familiar with Canva, Canva is an all-in-one platform to edit your social media posts, posters, newsletters, videos, presentations, proposals, and even help you plan your next big project. Canva Pro has everything you need in one place, no matter what you're creating or sharing. So what's most important for me, because I'm always going back and forth between Instagram and YouTube, and that's their content planner. So that helps me stay organized and keep track of all of my designs between my different platforms. It has unlimited folders and up to 100 gigabytes of storage, so you will never misplace a design again. My favorite feature though has to be the brand kit, because it just makes easy access of my brand colors, fonts, and logos when I'm designing something. I've used Canva Pro for everything from my Instagram stories, both photo and video, proposals, YouTube thumbnails, you name it, because their templates are super easy to use and they look amazing, so why wouldn't I? They actually recently launched a video editing feature, so they've made all of these different short video edits that you can just slot your footage into, customize, change the colors, and here's what it looks like with some of the footage we shot today. And if you're working with a team of up to 5 people, just pay $12.95 a month and you can unlock everything that Canva Pro has to offer. Or you can use this link right here to get a free 45-day extended trial of Canva Pro.
Now these photos look different because they are different. The only thing that has changed is the fact that you're using this lens in the same scenario you would normally shoot in, and that creates a really unique look that you wouldn't be able to capture on location otherwise. You can do it in Photoshop later, you can mimic the same effect, but there's something to be said about getting this kind of look all in camera in the moment.
All this to say, you don't need a special lens to make your work stand out. There's a ton of other tools that you can utilize that'll make your photography look different. You could use a prism or special lighting or some iridescent film, saran wrap even. My point is that if you want people to stop and take a second to look at your work, then think outside the box. Do things that aren't common.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Big thanks to Michaela for, again, coming last minute to let me shoot her. So if you guys like this video, please give it a like down below, subscribe if you're not already, and hit the notification bell to get notified for all future videos. And if you want to see me try out a new weird lens, let me know in the comments below. Bye!